I honestly think Cruz, in somehow, some way, is going to, at the last minute, maybe turn off her communications, and it maybe turns into some cheesy love drama. Like she steals Aaliyah away from the wedding. Especially being that Cruz knows is gonna get bombed anyway. I believe she's gonna do something way out of her way to save Aaliyah and still let the bombing take place at the wedding. What up, what up, what up? What's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything. And damn it, man, we are talking about the latest episode of Special Ops Lioness. And it's getting deep. It's getting deep. Cruz is definitely way too deep. If you definitely saw the last episode, you saw how it ended. There's definitely this love affair with our undercover ops with the target, Aaliyah or Aaliyah. And yeah, man, I could really see how that could really be a conflict, especially when you're trying to do one mission and all of a sudden feelings get involved. And that just goes with anything. Once feeling gets involved, everything else go out the window. So yeah, I don't, that's the thing that makes this show so good. I honestly wouldn't know what to do in a situation like that, because once again, you got feelings involved. She almost gave herself up, almost burned herself, just ruined the whole mission. I was scared for a moment. I thought she was this close for being like, hey, you can't go to this wedding. My crew about to bomb your wedding once you go there. We're looking for your father who's a terrorist. We all know what's up. But yeah, so that whole thing is very, very interesting. I get stressed out every time I see Cruz interact with Aaliyah now, especially after we know that this is literally a sacrifice mission. Just from the last episode, which has me feeling a certain type of way. Like I'm not a big fan of Joe after that, and it sounds like everyone's on board with it, and it's just like, nah, dog, I can't, man. I guess the saving grace is with this episode, at least, we definitely see Caitlyn superior, played by Nicole Kidman. We see Caitlyn and Joe superior. He's like, look, we at least got to make it look like we're going to try to save Cruz should this mission go through. And it's like, well, I take it back. I know I said saving grace, but they literally sound like they're just going to go through the motions and just bomb the hell out of this wedding trying to get to the terrorist father. So it's just a lot of misdirection. I do think what Joe said did make sense. We definitely see Cruz breaking down where she has to actually go to the room where McManus is, and just really at least let it all hang out. Let her know that she has feelings. She has feelings for the target now, and she thinks that she's legit. Like she legit has feelings. This, that, and the third. But I don't know, man. I do think I am on Joe's side with this. It's like, this is apparently, the type of custom that Aaliyah is used to. It's like a business arrangement. She's getting married to this billionaire tycoon guy who's also into some terrorist stuff, and she's just trying to have some fun before she gets married and becomes, as Joe calls it, a baby maker and a baby raiser for terrorists. So, but yeah, once again, I am torn because I understand that apparently this is a mission that they've put a lot of time, money, and effort toward, and to have Cruz get cold feet when they're so close, you gotta say something to try to push her forward and to inspire her and all this other jazz. And we definitely see that at the end of this episode when, once again, it's an 8-hour flight, and Joe says we have an 8-hour flight to our destination, and you will not be able to finish all this whole intel or footage or whatever by the time we land. And we definitely see just a compilation of terrorist acts, bombings, executions, beheadings, all this other crazy stuff. I guess just to try to get her psyched up, like, hey, don't forget the mission. I understand you got feelings involved for Aaliyah, although I highly advise against that. You really have to be aware of this full mission. So I do get Joe's point. You got to keep Cruz with that tunnel vision. But once again, once feelings are involved, you just never know what happens. So I really want to see how this ends. And I can't wait for the next episode. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe this is an 8 episodes season. So if that's the case, next week should be the finale. And damn it, I can't wait for it. And just to wrap it up, we definitely see Joe's ray of sunshine have a little bit more humility ever since the accident and the pregnancy and this, that, and the third. We definitely see that there was actually like some type of a breakthrough, which I was happy to see. Once again, you know, speaking of people sharing a little too much information, Joe actually does at least let her daughter Kate into her world a little bit by letting her know, yeah, my job is dangerous. I'm not going to be here to bathe you and to help you go to the bathroom. Mommy's got to go on a dangerous mission. And she once again, she lets her in to let her know, yeah, there's a chance that I could get killed. It's very dangerous. And then I thought what was very, very stunning, you know, Kate asked her, are you going to kill somebody? Is that part of your job? And just for the fact of her saying, that's not for me to answer, Kate was very smart in being like, you kind of already answered the question. I get what you got to do. And so that was heavy. And I just don't know what to make of it, man. It can't end like this. I really don't see Cruz being some type of sacrificial lamb. If I were to make any type of prediction, I honestly think Cruz in somehow, some way is going to, at the last minute, maybe turn off her communications, and it maybe turns into some cheesy love drama, like she steals Aaliyah away from the wedding. Especially being that Cruz knows is going to get bombed anyway. I believe she's going to do something way out of her way to save Aaliyah and still let the bombing take place at the wedding. So let me know what you guys think about your opinions. That's just my take. Love it or hate it. That's my review. Peace.